Ragin Nation, how's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. In this episode, I will be giving you guys my top 10 most highly anticipated films of 2017. 2016 really wasn't that great of a year. A lot of highly anticipated films, not a lot of them were that great. So my 2016 top 10 films was kind of a mixed bag. Hopefully this year is better. So I'm going to give you that list right now. Number 10, The Fate of the Furious, also known as Fast and Furious 8, Fast 8, Furious 8, whatever you want to call it. The 8th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise. It's directed by F. Gary Gray, and I've actually fallen in love with the characters. It took me a while, but I actually came to really grew an appreciation for all those characters, and I just want to see where the story goes. I know it's going to be over-the-top, crazy action, but that's the type of thing that I expect and love about this franchise. So that's number 10 for you. Number 9, Thor Ragnarok. This would be the third and potentially final film for the Thor, that's a mouthful, the Thor franchise. I mean, we're going to see him again in Infinity War, but still, this will be the final adventures of Thor. But not only are we seeing Thor in Thor Ragnarok, but also Hulk and also Doctor Strange. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see that team up. I'm really excited about that. That's number 9. Number 8 is Justice League. We've seen 3 films in the DC Extended Universe: Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Suicide Squad, and all of which were just, you know, they're nowhere in the same quality as Marvel, and it's at this point where I realize that it doesn't need to be. So I'm looking forward to Justice League because I want to see where they go with this direction that they're going in. It's not exactly a great direction, but it's a different direction. I believe that it doesn't have to be great. All they have to do is be true to the source material, and I will appreciate it for that alone. But still, I would still like to see some good storytelling. So I'm excited and looking forward to seeing what Zack Snyder gives us. Number 7 is SpiderMan Homecoming. Now, I actually really enjoyed Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man Peter Parker. I enjoyed Andrew Garfield once again, and I thought he did an even better job. But Tom Holland in Captain America Civil War totally nailed it. And I think that he's going to be the best Spider-Man. I keep on saying that with all the Spider-Mans, but I think he's going to give us a version that we're really, really going to like, because they're going into like the whole high school life drama. You know what I'm saying? And plus, Tom Holland's actually a teenager, not an adult playing a teenager, so it's going to be a lot more convincing, and it's going to be a lot more like we're going to feel the character and the life of a teenager with these problems. So I'm looking forward to that. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy, the very first one, was a film that I totally fell in love with. I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know very much about the source material, but once I watched it, it was such a crowd pleaser that I ended up watching it twice in the theater and just really, really enjoyed myself, and I know I'm going to enjoy myself when I watch Volume 2. Alien Covenant is number 5. This is a film that I'm really, really looking forward to because I actually really liked Prometheus. I don't care what people say, but Prometheus was a very, very unique type of film. It's got like some alien elements thrown in here and there, but it felt like its own standalone film. And now Alien Covenant is a follow-up of that. Not only that, it's a prequel to Alien. I mean, there are a couple more films, 1 or 2 more films before they get to Alien, but still, we're getting to that story, and I feel that story has always been very interesting. Alien, aliens. The other 2, not so much. But still, the whole lead up to it is actually going to be very, very intriguing. So I'm excited to seeing the xenomorph. Number 4, Dunkirk. The only film that is somewhat of an original film, but it's still based off of something that happened in history. But still, it's not a sequel, it's not a prequel, it's not a superhero film, it's not adapted from a comic book or novel, it's adapted from history. But anyways, Christopher Nolan, can't go wrong. Love his films, love him as a director, and anything with his name on it, I'm there. So I don't know what to expect, I just expect it to be outstanding. Number 3, Wonder Woman. Now this could be the film that takes the DC Extended Universe in the right direction. This is the film that's going to save the DC Extended Universe. At least I hope so. Because we're seeing a very, very different type of superhero. And that is a female superhero, but not just a female superhero, but one that's really like a kick-ass character, and one that really looks and fits the part, and one that just really sold us on the trailers. Like, when you watch some of these trailers for these other superhero characters, you're not that convinced. It takes you a little bit to really get yourself convinced. You have to watch the film. Like, for example, Ben Affleck as Batman. It took us, like, some time to get used to it, and then when we watched the film, then we felt like perfect casting. Wonder Woman, I already know, like, this is going to be pretty awesome. I just hope that it really ends up being a good movie, because I'm pumped for this film, and I hope it lives up to its expectations. That's number 3. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 8. Loved Force Awakens, loved Rogue One, and I know I'm going to love Star Wars Episode 8. It's something I'm really looking forward to. Star Wars is, after all, the very first franchise that made me fall in love with fandom in general. I'm a Star Wars fan before I'm actually a Transformers fan, but I actually freaking love Star Wars a lot. And like, when I'm sitting in the theaters and I hear the music from John Williams and I see all these stuff take place, like space battles and lightsaber duels and all that stuff, I just feel goosebumps, and I'm like a kid. So I'm looking forward to Star Wars Episode 8, and it's going to be awesome. Number 1, you guys already know what it is. Transformers Last Night. And I did mention I'm a Star Wars fan before I'm a Transformers fan, but it's something about these films, something about Michael Bay's direction, and something about seeing these vehicles transform into larger-than-life, live-action, photorealistic robots that really send goosebumps and chills throughout my entire body. And seeing what Michael Bay does with them, whether it be car chases or vehicular, like vehicular destruction, or just ridiculous car stunts and just battle sequences that just makes me go nuts. So I can't wait to see it. I've been hyping up this film for for a while, and it's just got me totally pumped and excited. And when I watch this film, when the film is finally here, I won't believe that it's actually here. It's going to feel surreal, like, that we've gotten to that point. So that's number 1 for you guys, and those are my top 10 highly anticipated films of this year. So I'm just going to relay them for you once again. Number 10, The Fate and the Furious. Number 9, Thor Ragnarok. Number 8, Justice League. Number 7, SpiderMan Homecoming. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Number 5, Alien Covenant. Number 4, Dunkirk. Number 3, Wonder Woman. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 8. And number 1, Transformers Last Night. Why don't you guys let me know in the comment section below what are your top 10 most highly anticipated films of 2017. And there you have it. That's all I got to say in this episode. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace. Oh God, what is his name again? Jon Favreau, who directed Iron Man 1 and 2, and also